Okay, so let's do our season review. Let's start with going over our predictions from the preseason, and we'll show our record prediction to all the teams, and then we'll show the playoff picture. Yeah, let's get started. Okay, so the Houston Texans. We were actually pretty accurate. We both said 3-14. They won four, but that was pretty accurate. So I think that was good. They did better than most teams. Most people thought they would. Indianapolis Colts. Yeah, this was actually exactly correct. I was off by 2 games. I thought they would
We
better,
thought they
and
would be way better.
if they won against Jacksonville, I was actually it would be exactly in the middle, so I wasn't exactly completely off. Tennessee, we were both off by 1 game, which is actually pretty good. We both and they did better than most of us thought, but 1 game's really nothing. And Jacksonville, we were actually both exactly correct, which is really impressive. So the
Whoa.
first division in AFC South, we were all correct by at least 2 games. Like our worst 2 games with Indianapolis.
Okay, the Buffalo Bills. We both expected them to be very good. They only won 11 games, but it was a bit better than me. Then the Patriots. We both guessed exactly correct, which is very good. Miami. Oh, we both off by only 1 game, which is solid. And the Jets game, I was off by 1. Duff was off by 2, as they won a bit less than we expected.
Kansas City actually really, really underperformed. Like we both thought they would win 14-15. I was more accurate. They won 12. Which, I mean, isn't completely off. 2 games, fine.
Yeah.
Denver, I was exactly correct. You thought they were worse, and they actually won 7, so I was correct there. The Raiders, they actually did better than both of us thought. They won 10 games. We both thought they would win 7, which is really nice. Chargers, we were both exactly correct.
The Packers, we guess they'll underperform a bit. That could did pretty good. And then the Vikings, that was perfectly. I was 1 off, which is actually very good. The Bears, they underperformed by a lot. And the Lions, we pretty much agreed. They were like, I was off by 1.5. Stuff was off by a half, which is solid.
That was pretty accurate. And Tampa, we were both off by 1 game. We thought they would win 14, which is actually, but 1 game is really good. Saints, we were both exactly correct. Panthers, we were exactly correct. And Atlanta, I was exactly correct. Yadi thought it would only win 5, so he was off by 2.
Seattle Seahawks underperformed by a lot. We both expected them to have 10 wins. They only had 7. But we couldn't have expected Russell Wilson to get injured. 49ers, that was way off. He guessed 7. They won 10. I was 11 wins, which is pretty close. The Rams, they won 12. We expected them to win 11. And then the Cardinals, they won 11, which is a bit higher than we expected. As I expected 9, Duff expected 8.
Dallas, we were completely off. They did really well. Their offense was way better than we expected. We were off by 3 points, both. Philadelphia, this was one of our worst. We thought they would win. They would be really bad, and they won 9 games, which means I was off by 4. You was off by 3. Washington I was off by 2. You was off by 10. They did less good than we both expected them. Giants, you were both off. We thought they would be at least good, a bit. They won 8 games.
The Cleveland Browns won 8 games, which is way less than we expected. We expected 12 or 11. We had high expectations, and we were completely off. The Baltimore Ravens won 8 games. We both expected to win 11, but Lamar Jackson did get injured. The Steelers won 9.5, which is exactly in the middle between both of us. I don't understand how we guessed so high, but were accurate. And then the Bengals, they multiplied the amount of
This
wins we
was
thought
really
they would
really
have.
bad. We were both
We were completely
off.
off.
High five.
Over here on the
But
right, there is the average mistakes, which is actually pretty solid. It was less than 2.
yeah, less than two
Taf
is really nice.
has more perfects than me. Uh, in the
And 8 you had
highest
6.
mistake, we both had 5, which was the Bengals. Uh, I had one more big mistake, which is 3 or higher. I also had a lot more low mistakes. But as you can see, we tied overall. Okay, for the playoff prediction, I was pretty close. I guess the Chiefs. I guess the Bills. I guess the Titans. I guess the Patriots. But
Just
I
against
was,
Miami.
but I put in Miami, the Ravens, and the Browns. Were completely off.
Which
But
are all
actually,
off. Which that isn't really
which are
good.
all off. They're all off by only one game or 2.
Yeah. Although on the
The
NFC did
NFC,
really well.
that was pretty good. I got the Tampa Bay correct. I got the 49ers. I got the Green Bay. I got Dallas, and I got the Rams. So I was only off by Saints and Seahawks, which were pretty close to entering playoffs.
I also on the AFC had 3 mistakes. I also thought the Chiefs would win first, but I was wrong with Ravens entering the playoffs. I did get Pittsburgh, but I was wrong with the Browns and the Colts. The Colts should have made it in, but then the Pittsburgh would have made it. So we were both wrong by 3. On the NFC, I got Arizona, but I was wrong about Seattle. I got the Rams, the Cardinals, and Green Bay, but I was wrong about 2. So we pretty much tied, but
Yeah,
who we thought will make the wild cards.
we're actually very, very close.